Welcome to another episode of the Sleeper Dynasty Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Lehman. Thanks for tuning in. So today we have Wyatt Phillips on the show. We're doing a rookie mock draft together. Going to be doing 2 rounds. Let's get into it. All right, so let's get this rookie mock draft started. We're doing a 2-round rookie mock draft, Superflex tight end premium, and I'm going to get us started at the 101. I'm going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, great.
A little bit spicy. Little bit spicy.
Not on this side of the yard. It's not that spicy. I mean, I would still take Caleb Williams even as a Cardinals fan, but you can't hate.
But that's because you feel like you don't want your
bias
bias to get you, right?
Yeah, just Superflex, Caleb Williams. I mean, we've been talking about Caleb Williams for like 2 years now, how he's the next thing, and then.
Yeah. No, I feel that for sure. So at the 102, I wonder who you're going to pick.
I'm going to take Michael Penix.
Oh, okay.
No, I will take. I'm not gonna pull a Falcons here. I'll go ahead. I'll take Caleb Williams.
Nice. All right. 102, Caleb Williams. All right. So with the 103, I'm going to go ahead and take Malik Nabers. Just hating on quarterbacks today. I really, obviously I liked him pre-draft, but I really like all the stuff I'm seeing out of camp. He just looks like.
I'm hearing some Hard Knock biases is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I've been watching Hard Knocks too. That might have a little bit of something to do with it. I actually need to watch the newest episode. It just came out, but yeah, Malik Nabers, he just looks so good, dude.
I'll keep the quarterback hate going on here with the 104. I will go ahead and take Rome Odunze.
Ooh, a little bit spicy.
I really like Rome Odunze. I know that he's probably going to fade a little bit because DJ Moore just got his big contract just today, actually. But I'm still holding out hope that Rome Odunze could be even better than DJ Moore.
Yeah. What was that? A 4-year? 4-year deal?
4-year, like $110 million.
So DJ Moore, they're pairing him up about as long as they're pairing Rome Odunze up with him for the next.
That's true. It is going to be DJ Moore. I mean, if you're going to hate on Rome Odunze, then you better be hating on DJ Moore as well. They're going to take away from each other, not one from the other.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take Jayden Daniels with the 105. I was really thinking about taking Jayden Daniels at the 103 over Malik Nabers, so I really like the value there.
Maybe. I just don't believe in Washington.
Hater.
It's not Jayden Daniels. It's Washington.
Yeah.
The 106, I'll go ahead and I'll take the new number 1 target for, I don't know who's going to be throwing the ball to him, but I will take Brock Bowers. Hopefully it's Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, we'll see. Have you watched the receiver documentary?
No, I need to watch that. I really want to watch that.
Dude, just watching Jimmy Garoppolo just put Devontae Adams in the worst positions to get injured. Like, he was.
I mean, Devontae Adams is 32 years old. Brock Bowers, he led Alabama in receiving every single year. I easily think. I don't know if the whole season. So like at the end of year targets, I don't know if Brock Bowers is going to lead. But I would feel pretty confident that once you hit that week 8 or whenever their bye is, which I don't have off the top of my head, but whenever their bye is, I would feel very confident that Brock Bowers is going to lead that team in targets for the rest of the season. Yeah,
I don't know if he'll do it this year, but I mean, I don't think it'll be just targets. I think the way Georgia used him, I think that the Raiders are going to use him the same way, like just as a weapon all over the field.
Taysom Hill love over here?
Taysom Hill? No. But I think that's a great pick. I really like Brock Bowers. Even if Devontae Adams is taking a lot of targets, I still think that there's really no one else there. So yeah, he could have a really big opportunity. So at the 107, I'm gonna show a guy some love that I might not make this pick in a normal draft, but I'm just going to show him some love here. So I'm going to take Drake Maye at the 107 just because I feel like there was a point in time where I was comparing Drake Maye to Jayden Daniels pre-draft and trying to figure out who the better prospect is. And I just feel
really
like now,
Drake Maye.
I mean, you see Drake Maye go a lot later than this in the first. So I really like Drake Maye. I mean, we'll see how it pans out, but so far at camp, he's getting some good hype. So
I've liked Drake Maye since before he was before Jayden Daniels came out as like the clear cut number 2. Before we even knew, really, honestly, unless you were a deep Devy guy, who Jayden Daniels was. I was a big believer in Drake Maye, and so I think if anything, this in my like personal rankings, this is almost like right where he should go. 108. I'm gonna take somebody I've never taken in any real draft or mock draft, but I'll go ahead and take Xavier Worthy. He feels like a good value right here. Still no news on Rashee Rice, unless I'm missing something.
No news.
So maybe that's not too good for him, but Travis Kelce's going to lead this team, and it's going to be Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy from there.
Yeah, I do think Rashee Rice, I don't think he's going to get a suspension until his court case in December.
Okay.
So he may get suspended at the end of the season, which might get interesting for fantasy towards the playoffs. But yeah, I think no matter what, Xavier Worthy for the long term, I think that's a good pick either way. So with this next pick at the 109, I'm taking Brian Thomas Jr. I really personally like Brian Thomas more than Xavier Worthy, but I think a lot of people have them kind of like they're in the same tier. So, but I just think Brian Thomas Jr., he's got the speed, the size, he's got just a good opportunity of vacated targets with what guys just left? Calvin Ridley. Easy to forget Calvin Ridley.
Just left. I guess Zay Jones. He's on the Cardinals now.
Zay
too,
Jones.
So those are two. Christian Kirk. He's not really built to be a 1. I mean, he played in Arizona for a long time, so I've seen him play a lot, and he's not your prototypical wide receiver 1. He really does value off of that wide receiver 2 position.
Yeah, I still think Christian Kirk will start off the year as the 1, but I think there's an opportunity for Brian Thomas to be the 1 by the end of the season.
Oh, 110. So I'm going to go maybe a little bit spicy. I don't know. I haven't really looked at any mock drafts recently, so I don't know if this is spicy. I have a plan for the 112. But I'm going to go ahead and take an injured player here in the first, which is always a fun thing to do. But I'll go ahead and I'll take Jonathon Brooks and get that first running back off the board.
Man, that hurts me.
I know that
that's hurt, a great pick.
But once he's healthy, he's going to be it's between him and Trey Benson who's going to be the best running back. It's just I'm not taking Trey Benson in the first with James Conner being there.
Ooh, that makes my pick really difficult. I don't normally get in this position here where I have to pick between these players. I think at the 111, I'm going to go ahead and take someone I haven't really taken before because we're having fun here.
Okay.
I'm going to take
fun. Don't do it to me.
I'm going to take Ladd McConkey.
Okay. I like this. It's
I don't ever draft Ladd McConkey, but I just feel like the opportunity that he's walking into with the vacated targets and the competition isn't really that great. I mean, Quentin Johnston is looking like a complete bust. I just think the opportunity, you can't really, I mean, they're number 1 in vacated targets, I think.
This one's really difficult for me. I don't really want to talk it through with you, but I do think I'm going to play a little bit of a game here. I said there was somebody I wanted at the 112. I think I'm going to try to wait one more, I guess 2 more picks because you have a pick, but I'm going to try to push that back, but I'm going to go ahead and take JJ McCarthy here.
Good job.
I don't know if this is a good pick or not, but
no, it's a good pick.
He's going to overtake that role, and kind of the opposite of how I was just talking about the wide receivers having great quarterbacks. This is a quarterback that just has unbelievable weapons on his team. So all he has to do is be mediocre, and he can be, pretty good. I mean, Brock Purdy isn't the most amazing quarterback in the entire world, but, he's fantastic for fantasy because of the weapons and coaching that he has on that team. You've got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones is there too now, and you've got TJ Hawkinson, who I know is not going to be healthy to start the year, but you really have to be a bust to not make it work with those weapons. So just go ahead and give me JJ. I'm going to take him here for the upside. There's a player that I do want more than JJ, but I'm going to keep it chalk and hope that player makes it back to me.
I think it's good value. I think he's normally going where Drake Maye is going. So the fact you got him at the 112 is kind of insane. All right, so to wrap up the first round, we have Marvin Harrison at the 101. At the 102, we have Caleb Williams. 103, Malik Nabers. 104, Rome Odunze. 105, Jayden Daniels. 106, Brock Bowers. 107, Drake Maye. 108, Xavier Worthy. 109, Brian Thomas. 110, Jonathon Brooks. 111, Ladd McConkey. And 112, JJ McCarthy. All right, so at the 201, I'm going to take Keon Coleman.
Ooh.
I feel like this is one where it's like I knew that would snipe you a little bit when you were talking earlier.
That one hurts.
Yeah, I mean, he's partnered up with Josh Allen. It's a great opportunity with Stephon Diggs gone.
Receivers.
Yeah, so yeah, I like Keon Coleman there at the 201.
I have personally, whether or not I should be admitting this on a fantasy football podcast, I have personally traded a first for Keon Coleman. In the second round, I traded a 2025 first for Keon Coleman.
I mean, I just got him at the 201, so I don't think paying a first is that egregious.
In an actuality standpoint, if there was no value associated with these players, I would rather have Keon Coleman than Xavier Worthy, personally. So, 2-2. There's two guys I really want here. I'm going to keep playing this game. It's been a while since I've been in fantasy. I knew Keon Coleman, but he actually wasn't my target with the 112. It was another player. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to draft another Cardinal here, and then I'm going to push that player back even another pick. So I'll go ahead and I'll take Trey Benson here.
Ooh,
I know I said he's not going to get on the field very much, but James Conner has had one full healthy season in his, I think, 7 years. And once James Conner goes down, Trey Benson's going to be unbelievable. But Trey Benson's going to be really good for the Cardinals when James Conner goes down.
Yeah, I love the value there with the running back 2 at the beginning of the second round. So I'm gonna at the 203, I'm gonna get a little spicy here. I'm gonna go with Xavier Legette.
Okay.
I just really
my plan will work.
Xavier Legette, like every time I watch him on tape and a new video comes out of training camp and just the size and the ability, and I just watched in the receiver show, Deebo Samuel actually was going to his college games because Deebo Samuel came out of South Carolina, and just seeing that kind of mentor from Deebo Samuel, I just think that that's perfect because that's who we kind of want him to follow the mold of Deebo Samuel. Not like he doesn't have the ability that Deebo has like as a running back, but I just think as far as they both kind of came out of college a little bit older and took a little bit to get going. So I really like Xavier Legette, and I think he has the opportunity to be the one out of Carolina. I mean, by the end of the season, not at the beginning of the season, because I think Deontay Johnson kind of has that locked up, but I just think his ability is special.
No, I like that. I like that pick. I don't like it as much as my pick, who I'm really high on this player. At the 204, go ahead and give me Ja'Lynn Polk.
Oh, shoot. Okay. There we go.
There's a player every year that I just there's a player every year that I just kind of like.
All right, talk about Ja'Lynn Polk for a second.
And let me tell you, most of the time my feelings don't work out. Rashad Bateman was that feeling for me. Justin Ross was that feeling for me. But this is the year that I get it right. And I'm going to put more of my flag on Keon Coleman. But Ja'Lynn Polk, I really like Ja'Lynn Polk. He's going to go in there. He's immediately going to be the one. There's literally nobody else there. Ja'Lynn Polk is going to go into a situation and he's going to be so good immediately. I'm a big Ja'Lynn Polk believer. What he did at Washington was unbelievable this year. Maybe that was the coaching. Maybe that was Michael Penix. Who knows? But give me Ja'Lynn Polk and I'm happy about it.
All right. Well, at the 205, I got to get a quarterback. I'm gonna take Michael Penix. That one just feels like a value play, just because I mean he was drafted at the number 8 overall in the NFL draft, so I know he's not gonna start out, this season getting a lot of fantasy points, but I just think in the long term this pick's gonna work out.
without having any players in front of you, this is kind of difficult. But I think I want to go with give me Ricky Pearsall. So, yeah, give me Ricky Pearsall. Deebo Samuel, he misses a lot of games. I think Brandon Ayuk was fairly healthy last year, so I don't think he misses a lot of games, but he's also trying to get a contract. I view what's happening this summer as what is going to happen next year in my eyes. I don't see a way that Brandon Ayuk doesn't play this year. So give me Ricky Pearsall. Hopefully Brandon Ayuk can go be somewhere next year. We can all be happy. So give me Ricky Pearsall here.
All right, so with the 207, I'm going to continue taking quarterbacks. I'm going to take Bo Nix. In the middle of the second round to the late second round, the fact that you can get first round quarterbacks, not only first round, but like top half of the first round quarterbacks. Obviously, like, am I the biggest Bo Nix fan? No, but, you know, if he has the opportunity to be, you know, a starter for a long time in Denver, I'm going to take a shot here and just play the value.
With the 208, there's a couple players that I really like here. But go ahead and give me, this is where I'm a little bit scared to even say this name. Is it J.C. McMillan?
Jalen McMillan?
Jalen McMillan, that's the one.
Oh, you going way down the board. All right.
Yeah, he could be good this year. Baker Mayfield likes to throw that damn ball. I know Rachaad White gets a lot of passes, and I know that Mike Evans is going to be good every single year. But Chris Godwin, I actually think I was listening to news this week, and he was actually better than what we thought he was last year. But we'll see if that continues. And then it's just kind of like a Ricky Pearsall situation. One of those two is not going to be there forever. And then he has the opportunity to step up and be good.
Yeah, I mean, he could get the wide receiver 3 role. I don't know if he's going to get a lot more than that this year.
He could be next. I mean, it's not out of the range of possibilities for Mike Evans and Chris Godwin to be gone from Tampa Bay next year.
With the 209, I am going to take Adonai Mitchell.
Oh, see, that's a name that I hear a lot. I don't like Adonai Mitchell.
I love Adonai Mitchell. He is a freak. He is like, he's 21, so he's young. He was going like at the end of the first pre-draft in fantasy leagues. Like, people had him higher than Xavier Worthy because he had the size and the speed and the route running. Yeah, I think Adonai could potentially, I know I say this about everybody, and I guess it's just like talking about their upside, but his upside is that he's the wide receiver 1 for the Colts, like over Michael Pittman.
You're out of your mind.
No,
You're out of your mind.
that is in the realm of possibilities.
I don't foresee that happening in any way, shape, or form. I don't even think it's going to be close. I think Michael Pittman is a bona fide wide receiver in the NFL. I don't think you're going to see that happen. But I mean, to each their own. I don't think there's a way in hell that he can overstep Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman is a stud.
Yeah, but he's more of like a T. Higgins, like a wide receiver 2.
I don't know. I mean, we always said this about like DJ Moore too. Like when DJ Moore was in Carolina, that like he was good every single year, and then people just kind of got low on him because he was perpetually there every single year. And then he goes to a new team with a new quarterback, and then he's like the best wide receiver in football. I mean, he wasn't the best wide receiver in football, but maybe one of the best values other than Puka.
I still think Michael Pittman is the one. I think that the potential for Adonai to, I mean, at least be the wide receiver 2 is there. And I mean, he's just so athletically gifted. So I love him. But anyways, I digress.
210. I'm going to take somebody I don't want anything to do with, to be honest with you. I don't even like him. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Blake Corum here at the 210.
Why would you do that?
Why? Why would you say? Because he's a Sean McVay running back. And Kyron Williams will get hurt at some point. Every single running back gets hurt at some point. Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara, all the greats, they don't play all 17 games. Blake Corum is going to be a bona fide handcuff running back.
A lot of people kind of see him taking over the Kyron Williams role, but I think...
No, I don't see that. I don't see that one bit. He's a handcuff, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have value. I mean, there's probably better handcuffs in the league because you've got like Devon Achane, you've got Trey Benson, you've got Zach Charbonnet. I'd rather have all those guys. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, I can't really think of anybody else.
All right, so this is tight end premium, so I'm going to go ahead and take a guy. I'm going to take Ben Sinnot because we're having fun here.
I was going to take him. I was going to end it with him.
Ben Sinnot, he's just a bowling ball. I say that every time I talk about Ben Sinnot, but his yak ability is there, and I just think that he's going to be the guy as far as, if there is a guy on the Washington Commanders as a tight end that can, kind of do more with their targets, it's going to be him. So Ben Sinnot, I think, will get a couple touchdowns this year. I don't think he's going to break fantasy, but I think he's going to make a couple big plays, and we're going to get excited about him. Who you got? Who you got to wrap it up?
Much like I want a Sean McVay running back, I want a damn Mike Tomlin wide receiver that they drafted. That's for damn sure. So go ahead and give me Roman Wilson.
Yeah, that's a great pick. All right, Roman Wilson at the 212. Yeah, Roman Wilson, I really think he reminds me of Amon-Ra a lot. I think he's the reason JJ McCarthy had a lot of success coming out of college, so I really like that pick. I'm going to call off the second round. So we got at the 201, Keon Coleman, 202, Trey Benson, 203, Xavier Legette, 204, Ja'Lynn Polk. Ja'Lynn Polk at the 204. 205, Michael Penix. 206, Ricky Pearsall. 207, Bo Nix. 208, Jalen McMillan. 209, Adonai Mitchell. 210, Blake Corum. 211, Ben Sinnot. And 212, Roman Wilson. That's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to go grab your free copy of our 2024 rookie cheat sheet that's going to be online at sleeperdynasty.com. It's free, guys. It's free. Just go get it. Make sure to leave a 5-star rating or review if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. If you're on YouTube, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. It really means a lot. Also, make sure to check us out on social media, X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Sleeper Dynasty. Peace.